Alright then, so I was going to have a fully edited video out today, but unfortunately, moving from Canva to CapCut was much harder than I thought, and I'm extremely lazy, so I'm just doing another unscripted tier list. For a tier list I found online this time we're doing Fnaf theories. Uh, I'll probably have a fully edited video out next week, but for now we're just doing this. Fnaf 1 1989. So that would make it that put like what 2 years after the first after FNAF 2. That feel like it's a bit longer than that. Just don't really have any evidence for that. I don't really know much about the date of this game, but I'll put it at a neutral then. I always thought FNAF 1 took place in the 1990s, so I guess that just puts it in believe it. At, well, I guess it's more just so likely. This seems, I mean, the FNAF movie takes place in the 2000s, uh, but I don't really think that FNAF 1 takes place in 2000 since those two aren't a direct parallel. So, yeah. Uh, okay. Oh, all of these. I don't believe any of these. It's cool for the Crying Child to have a name, but I don't believe I like I like Dave. That's probably my favorite. I guess just I don't want to put them unlikely. I guess they all just go here then. Um, Bite victim first. I mean, this is always what made sense to me. Personally, I think that after William lost his son, he became jealous of Henry because Henry had a better family, and that's why he killed Charlie. So I'm gonna put this in likely. Actually, no, up and believe it. Um, which I'm gonna put this as Charlie first as unlikely because it just doesn't make much sense for William to start killing, and Elizabeth first could put as very unlikely because I feel like it's pretty obvious that Charlie was William's first victim, so it doesn't make sense for him to construct the fun times before Charlie is dead. Andrew first. I don't even think Andrew's canon to the game timeline, so yeah, Charlie's definitely his first victim. Um, missing children's incident, 1983. No, I believe in I assumed 1985 because that's when the books say. 1987, unlikely. Wait, where did that other one go? Did it just disappear? Did I? Oh, I accidentally said over here. Yeah, both and unlikely. That's you can put this one in very unlikely. Doesn't make much sense to me. Andrew dead children incident. Oh, Andrew missing children incident. Um, I don't know many of these, so I just kind of assuming what they mean. Again, I don't think he's Andrew's canon to game timeline, though he might be. I don't know what's about that. I guess I'll just put that in neutral then. Um, Andrew Afton. The what? No, I that doesn't. Is there any even evidence for that? No. Andrew Talbot. I neutral because I don't know what that means. Andrew Monty. Neutral. Don't really care. Andrew Spring Bonnie. No, that doesn't make much sense. Andrew Pizza. Again, I don't know what this means. I'm assuming, and this might be a bit messed up, that Andrew got turned into a pizza. I don't like it because that just, but yeah. Um, Follow Andrew. I assume that means that Andrew was Shadow Freddy and follow me. Interesting idea. I'm not a big fan of Andrew. I haven't read the Fazbear Frights, but I'll just put him here. Andrew fifth. No, Cassidy was the fifth. What are you talking about? Hey Andrew, I don't have no idea what that means. Scrap baby missing. What? No, that put that all the way down and debunked because that makes Ballora. That doesn't. Sorry, that just doesn't make any sense. Scrap baby formed like that was formed all the way in FNAF 6, which is between FNAF 5. So that make what? Oh my god, I'm so yeah incomprehensible. Ballora Afton, neutral. I've always been neutral on that. BB victim. Oh my god. Gee, I again I don't know many of these. This one's just funny to me. Like I mean maybe there's some evidence for this, but it just feels so weird to have such an important character possessing just such an irrelevant character. I'm gonna put this as unlikely. Blob dead children incident unlikely. I feel like I mean it seems unlikely. I assume the Blob is just like the leftover agony. I don't know much about the Blob. Blob storyteller again. Don't know much about the Blob. So I putting so many in neutral. I'm sorry. Blob missing children incident. Their souls were all set free, so that is very unlikely. Block epilogues victim. I have no idea what that means. I think it means like stitch rate victims. I don't know. UCN duo. I personally don't think that the crying child would torture his father. I think it's unlikely. Will corpse. No, his corpse would have burned, right? And again, I think that burn trap's just a mimic. So I'm actually gonna put this one as debunked because we don't find his corpse. Agony corpse. Eh. Luca corpse. Okay, Oh my god, there's so many corpses. Don't take that out of context. Random corpse. Is there a corpse in there? Oh wait, there might be a corpse in the bird rep design. I guess the most logical one would then actually be where did I put that? Will corpse, which I just put in debunked, but I guess likely because I guess there is a corpse. Wait, but kept thinking that burn trap might not even exist, and if there's a corpse in there, that just straight up means I don't think he exists, because he's either doesn't exist or is the mimic. So I'm putting all of these in debunked because I think we can safely say burn trap doesn't exist. Glitch memory, don't know what that means. Glitch mimic, believe it. Shadow glitch. Um. Oh. Shadow Bonnie is glitch trap. It seems unlikely to me. Glitch Afton. Uh, Unlikely. It's technically possible at this point, but I feel like that's unlikely. Burn Afton, feel the same. Burn Mimic. I'm actually gonna put that one as likely because, like, I know they were just drawings. I know that Burn Trap ending was just drawings, but he Gregory also drew the blob, so there might be some truth, maybe. Bite victim Emily, very unlikely. Paper victim, what? No, very unlikely. Bite victim receiver, can put it as it's cool, but I don't believe it. Bite victim screen left field. At least I think that's what that says. That's not possible because the suit was already in suit mode, so it couldn't be a spring lock failure because the spring locks couldn't fail because they weren't active. Bite victim saw Charlie corpse. Again, I think I'm putting this as unlikely. Well, it has to go. Where did I put Charlie for unlikely? Because this kind of has to go. Well, I guess it goes very unlikely then. Because I think that the bite victim was the first person to die. Bite victim saw Liz death. Again, very unlikely for the same reason. Bite victim saw missing children incident. Same reason. Bite victim delusion. I guess maybe that was delusional. I mean, that's basically confirmed, isn't it? Because based on what I believe, I'm pretty sure that's like confirmed. Free victim. What the does that mean? I guess it's something to do with minigames, so I guess it goes neutral. I was gonna put bite victim's delusion because I'm not entirely sure what that means. Shatter victim. What? Nobody. Uh, uh, Nobody's the bite victim, or the bite victim's just a nobody. If it means that like I have no idea what this means, so neutral. Network victim, don't know what that means. Memory victim, don't know what that means. Spark victim, don't know what that means. Shadow freedom, don't know what that means. Follow victim, why is it using Michael and not Henry? Uh, Unlikely. Bite victim experiments, very unlikely. Logbook duo, uh, I believe that. I mean, believe it. Technically, it's a trio because Michael's also there. Logbook Uno. I mean, it's kind of a cool idea, but don't believe it. Cassidy boy, Cassidy girl. I really just do not care. Cassidy Afton, very unlikely. Cassidy victim, as in Cassidy's the bite victim, or that the bite victim's name is Cassidy. Well, it's not with the other one, so I'm just gonna put that as very unlikely. Virus Cassidy, don't really know what that means. Cassidy is the logbook's owner. No, the logbook belongs to Michael. His name is written in it. So very unlikely. So I'm gonna put that in debunked. Okay, no, I put all the corpses in debunked, but I have no idea what's going on with the corpses. Cassidy receiver, believe it. I put anything confirmed. Cassidy spring locked. there is Cassidy is definitely set apart from the rest of the missing children incident, so I'm gonna put it in likely. 14 theory, no idea what that means. Baby tamper, again, don't know what that means. Jeremy Fitzgerald is Cassidy's father. Don't know if there's any evidence for that. Just heard about it. Jeremy Jeremy from that is Cassidy's father. Don't know if there's ever is that. Bully Cassidy. Oh wait, yeah. Hold on. The bully is. I mean, I'm gonna put this in likely. I don't remember the evidence for that, but yeah. Landon father. Who the frick is Landon? Uh, Cassidy dad bought. Well, I'm actually gonna put this one in. I'm actually gonna. Where did I put? I put this in believe it, because I'm fairly certain we plays Cassie's dad in Help On 2, and I think if I remember correctly, we we find like the bully mask in Help On 2, so it's like gotta be true. Dad conspiracist. I don't know what that means. Andrew experiments. Unlikely. Uh, to what TC Fredbear? Oh, Charlie dies at Fredbear's. Charlie dies at Fazbear's. I really don't know. Uh, Cupcake Dog. I believe it. It's just the only thing that makes sense to me because the Cupcake can move around on its own in the movie at least, and Susie had a dog. It just makes sense to me. Dreadbear victim. No, what? Who does anyone believe that? No, very unlikely. Uh, drowned Cassidy, drowned Charlie, drowned. I'm just gonna assume this has something to do with Old Man Consequences Lake, but I'm neutral on all of these because I don't know what they mean. I know so much less about FNAF lore than I thought I did. Uh, Eleanor Both, Eleanor Mrs. Afton, Eleanor Agony, Eleanor Charles, but I just kind of think Eleanor's like a agony creature, right? I guess in Miss Afton and Ellen Eleanor is that's Eleanor Beth are both kind of cool ideas. As for Eleanor Charlie Bot neutral, I don't really like the robot people idea, but Secret the Mimic basically confirmed that yeah, someone's probably a robot at this point. Elizabeth survival very unlikely. Elizabeth post FNAF 2. Elizabeth post missing children incident for sure. I don't know why I put that in very unlikely. That's going to be believed. Very unlikely here. Elizabeth post FNAF 2. Okay, let's think about this. Will that be post the missing children incident? I mean, this is basically just this. Hmm. Well, when would William open Circus Baby's Pizza World? He has to have gained a knowledge of robotics, and I'm fairly confident that. Well, it has to be after 1987, so after the bite of 87, and after the FNAF 2 location is closed. So, Hand Unit mentions in sister location the unfortunate closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. So, it doesn't mention like they reopened, so it kind of implies there's a vacancy. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and say that. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that yeah, this is after. So this is after FNAF 2. Believe it. Well, at times it's put in unlikely because I'm not entirely sure. 30 years post missing children incident. Well, 30. I believe 30 years post one. 30 years post missing children incident. Cool, but I don't believe it. And unlikely. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator 2015. I think it's after 2023, so 2024 plus. Believe neutral, because that I think Fazbear Frights happened in 2023, so that's unlikely, and then very unlikely. Here, ditto post. So don't know what that means. Some of these have just the strangest names. Into the Pit pre. I don't think Into the Pit is canon to the main timeline. So, uh, HD post, Happiest Day post FNAF 3. Okay, so Happiest Day post FNAF 6 is obviously wrong. Happiest Day post FNAF 3. Huh. Well, I assume it's gonna be. Well, it's after. I actually have no idea, so neutral, but that's really nothing I've never thought of is when exactly Happiest Day happens. Well, I assume it's gonna be. It's. I guess it makes more sense for the spirits to move on, like while Springtrap is waiting in that room. But then again, it happened. It's like it's also connected to like FNAF World. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it in neutral. Happiest Day post frights. Frights aren't kin to the main timeline, I don't think, so very unlikely. Happiest Day post Help Wanted 2. No. Post UCN. That's actually technically possible. I know I put Happiest Day post. Wait, I put Happiest Day post. Prepares Pizzeria Simulator is incredibly unlikely. Actually, nah. It technically makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Huh. I I might actually put both of these up to likely. I'm sorry. It's hard to really say because well, I think Cassidy is the receiver, so therefore, Happiest Day is when she moves on and stops tormenting William. Does he ever stop tormenting William? So I think this is actually likely. Yeah. World meta, world canon, it's kinda both. It's like in between, so I guess that puts both of these in neutral. Neutral is just so full right now. Fazbear Entertainment 70s, that, yeah, because they exist in 1979. They either exist, so they have to exist before 1979. Fazbear Entertainment 80s. Wait, is that just like they're around? I'm assuming that's like it means founded, which puts us at debunked actually. Vanny Scooper, as in Vanny's responsible for the scooper. I don't think she went all the way down there because it was barricaded off and the mimic had been trapped down there for a very long time. So very unlikely. Fazbear Entertainment scooper. Don't really know what that means. I guess it would therefore then be built. So I'm gonna put this in likely. Uh, Special delivery 2020. No clue, honestly. I know I'm putting so many in neutral, but still. Henry Freight Guard. I think Mike's the Freight Guard. Uh, Henry Freight Guard is cool, but I don't believe it. Well, actually, wait. No, yeah, I'm cool, but I don't believe it. Hudson Freight Guard. I'm gonna put in unlikely. Just don't really think so. It's like a story. I think it's from a story that parallels FNAF 3. Random Freight Guard. Neutral. Technically makes sense, but still. Freight Guard duo. I just kind of assume it's the same person. So I'm not very. I just put in regular unlikely. Bite victim dreamer. Well, it's like they're like experiments now, so I think it's unlikely, but maybe. Mike Dreamer, like, does this mean whoever's in FNAF 4? Very unlikely. Well, it's some people think, I think some people think that he like experimented on his own kid, which is actually perfectly in character for William. Still unlikely though. Follow Me 88, I think Follow Me happens in 1993, so believe it. Follow Me 88, that's like right after FNAF 2, so no. Uh, Unlikely. 1984 plus. Unlikely. UCN Purgatory. UCN Nightmare. I believe UCN Nightmare, but UCN Purgatory is just like infinitely cooler in my opinion. I just like it so much more. So cool is like the definition of cool, but I don't believe it. Um, Imaginary plush. This is like canon though, because how else could it become a flower? Andrew. Oh wait, it could be like a possessed thing. Well, I don't think so. Believe it. Andrew plus. What did I put? Unlikely. Elizabeth plus. Wait, what did I put? I put Elizabeth plus very unlikely. So yeah, Charlie plus again very unlikely. Actually, wait. I like the idea of that Charlie. Cassidy plus like that idea well because I believe in Golden Duo. Uh, Nightmare plus. Uh, Unlikely. Where did I put William Andrew? Actually, I put Andrew first here, and that's kind of a prerequisite, so that goes down here. Will plush. Well, I think he builds the silicon bunker after the crying child dies, so I'm gonna put in unlikely. As he goes all the way down here. Agony plush. Agony from where though? Um, pig turtle girl speaker. That doesn't make much sense to me, honestly. Will speaker. Believe it. Um, plus speaker. It's a slightly different shade of yellow. Okay, it's a slightly different shade of genuinely unlikely, but it's a slightly different shade of yellow. Charlie speaker. Again, I think Charlie's still alive at that point. Glitz bear. Oh, the Glitz bear guy. It's the. I mean, the most likely candidate I think is actually Charlie, unless that's not confirmed somehow. So I guess all of these go in unlikely. I'm trying to get an even a spread as I can, but yeah, it doesn't make sense for it to be Agnew. It doesn't make sense for it to be Atten because the Glitz bear is like helping them cause the happiest day. Cassidy equals word player. Well, the word player is like I think. Yeah, I guess this makes the most sense. Well, the word player is helping them for the happiest day. So I'm gonna put this as here, uh, and then I'm gonna put this one as here. Unlikely Cassidy experiments, very unlikely. She died in the missing children incident like everyone else. Actually, just regular unlikely. Mike Fritz. I think Mike is involved in at least. Actually, wait, no. I think Fnaf 2 happened before then, so I'm gonna put this is unlikely. Henry Fritz. Unlikely because I think he owned that restaurant. Phone guy Fritz, that makes like no sense unless he's listening to his own calls. No, because I think FNAF 2 happens like as the building's getting shut down, and I don't think it like they like skip forward several years for night 6. Jeremy Bully, like Jeremy the guard. Uh, well, which one? Because it's not. They make him the Chica Bully. I just don't think so. I'm gonna put these both in unlikely. Mike Jeremy, technically possible, but I'd say it unlikely. Jeremy father, I can't don't think Jeremy's super connected. I find it funny that I have to like consider if it were for this paycheck, I'd have to like consider which Jeremy you're talking about. Well, can't be Jeremy the child for obvious reasons, but I have to think about is it Jeremy or Jeremy? Fritz father, unlikely. Fun time victim, very unlikely. Glam AI, I'm like fairly confident Glam Rock Freddy's possessed, but unlikely. Glam victim, no, I don't think so. Glam Cassidy, don't think so. I guess this is unlikely though. It feels more likely to me because the Glam Rock Freddy being the bite victim doesn't make much sense. Glam victim Charlie, no, because I think Charlie's possessing like the entire building, but unlikely. It just doesn't make sense to me for the bite victim to have as much agency as Glam Rock Freddy does, because I don't know, it just doesn't fit his role in the story. Oh, there's so many more of these. Glam Mike. Yeah, I believe Glam Mike. Let's see. Glam Edwin, that's cool, but I don't believe it. Uh, Glam Gabriel. The, like the child? No, no, he's gone. Very unlikely. Glam Henry, that's also cool, but I don't believe it. It's actually technically possible, but again, still don't believe it. Glam Jake. So I'm not going into a lot of depth for a lot of these. We have so many more of these to get through. I did not realize. Glam Jake seems unlikely to me. I'm not sure he's getting to the game time. Glam Tony, I have no idea who that is, so I guess it goes into neutral. But well, since we put one there, I think actually. Glam Agony, no, because Agony wouldn't act the way it does. Glam New Victim, cool, but I don't believe it. Actually, like, yeah, that's a cool idea though. Glam, Golden Memory. Like golden phrase like a memory. Is there something about memories that I didn't learn that everyone else did? Do memories have power now? I don't know. Neutral then, because I don't really know. Golden Uno, unlikely. Golden Duo, believe that one. One of my favorite theories. Golden Trio, I think the third. I think the third person there is Andrew in the Golden Trio, because Charlie obviously possesses the puppet, so unlikely. Gregory Evil, like in the game, I think he was. Oh god. Um. Hmm. Um. This is tricky. Gregory Evil. Crit is very unlikely, because I mean, did drop Cassidy at the end. Gregory. I assume this means Gregory was possessed at one point. I'm gonna put this unlikely because the extremely rare tier, less except for confirmed, which is like nothing in it, and debunked, which has stuff in it that probably shouldn't be in it, but yeah. Um, Greg Human. Oh, Greg Human or Greg Bot. I need to choose a side here. Look, Secret of the Nook basically confirmed that that robots can now like masquerade as humans now. So I'm sorry, but it's kind of it's almost confirmed at this point in my opinion. Someone is definitely about Cassidy knew Vanny. I'm giving this as likely because it's definitely a possibility. Because Scott Cawthon said he wanted to do more with Vanny because he was so underutilized. So yeah, Hudson set up happiest day. No, I don't think so. Where did I put Hudson guard? Just put this is very unlikely. I don't think the guard set up happiest day. Don't think Michael set up happiest day either. But I'm it's unlikely because that is more fitting. Helping glitch trap. Likely. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Help Henry Scooper. Henry built the Scooper down there. I mean, well, this is like a more advanced Scooper, so it would have to have been William, but that doesn't make much sense when you consider the fact. Yeah, it has to have been William because William built the Scooper. Well, Henry has the blueprints though. Does he has the blueprints for the audio thing? I guess Henry Scooper. I guess Henry Scooper then, because he has the blueprints for the original Scooper. Charlie bought games. Oh, Charlie is a bot in the games. Very. I'm gonna put this as unlikely. I don't think that's the case. Henry is what? Hold on. I'm gonna have to. Henry CEO post FPS. He would not do. Very unlikely because even if he was somehow still alive, he would not do that because that is completely out of character. Help wanted to Cassie Dad. Believe it, as I mentioned earlier. Help wanted to Gregory. Very unlikely. Doesn't make sense. Help wanted to Vanessa. Slightly more likely, but yeah. Help wanted random. I could put this unlikely. Help wanted Vanessa. Likely. Uh, Jake McNally. No idea what that means. Jake Afton. I think the Afton family just consists of like the core group, like the ones we all agree on. So I'm gonna put this as unlikely. Um, Cassidy Red Bear. No, because the Red Bear. Oh wait. No, it kind of has to be the Red Bear because I think Cassidy is the one you should not have killed. So believe it. So I got Red Bear confused with Full Man Consequences. Andrew, unlikely. I don't think Andrew's the one you should not have killed. Lally, Eleanor, don't know much about Lally, but I'm just put this as. I mean, I'll just put this in neutral because I don't know much about Eleanor or Lally. Lefty Fredbear. I don't think so because Lefty was designed for the specific purpose of capturing the puppet, and Lefty has its own specific blueprints, so very unlikely. Meta logbook. No, the logbook is characters communicating with each other, so I'm going to put this in very unlikely. Logbook between. Oh, this is when it happened. I think logbook happened between logbook Fnaf 1, logbook Plex. Okay, I'm putting logbook Plex in very unlikely because the distributor doesn't make sense. Logbook Fnaf 3. Uh, Geez, I have no idea when the logbook happened. I'm gonna put it in between because I feel like that's the most. That's why I guess I'm neutral on all of these. Then, huh? Okay, logbook FNAF 3 doesn't make much sense to me though. Oh my god, there are. It's been all finicky. There are so many to get through. Mangle Dog, no, because I think I'm actually not sure what I think is going on with the twice, but I'm gonna put this in unlikely. Harry Miss Afton. M- Wait, Mary from like from from hold up, Paul. Like Mary from Five Nights at Candy's. That would make it automatic. I mean, technically Five Nights at Candy's has some officiality because of the fanverse, but no, it's not connected. No, what are you smoking? Brooks Vistum. Who the frick is Brooks? Wait, isn't Brooks is the victim or I don't know. Freaking Brooks. Mike bot. I assume this means that Michael. Just based on the image, I assume this means Michael was you know, became one with Ennard, if you know what I mean. So confirmed. We have our ladies and gentlemen. We have our very first confirmed. Oh geez. Mike. No, no. This is pretty much debunked. I want to say, but I'm just putting it very unlikely. Mike, bro. This is believe it. Like, come on. Mike, fourth. Okay, I have no idea what that means. Mike, not either of these. Very unlikely. He's definitely at least one. Mike experiments. Okay, I'm confused. Didn't we already talk about that? Is it there? Wasn't Mike experiments also already here? Neutral because I don't know what it means. I am tired right now. If you couldn't tell, and I can't go into depth with like any of these because there's so many. If there's like an important one, I'll go into depth. But yeah, Mike Emily. Very unlikely. Mike Jeff. Like Jeff from I don't. I'm just gonna put that in unlikely. I'm too tired to care. Mike Lewis, very unlikely because he was dead at the time. Mike not in two. I actually think that's quite possible. Um, Mike survival. No, survival. I mean, he was technically already dead, but I'm gonna put this in very unlikely. If you mean like he didn't like go on to possess something else, like maybe Glamrock Freddy. Mike accomplice. Technically possible and it makes sense with his whole thing of repenting. But yeah, Mike Hero, I I honestly don't know. Uh, just don't know entirely what this means, but I do think he's trying to help the kids, so I'll put it in likely. Uh, okay, I know there's something going on with the casting of Henry Emily in the second Fnaf movie, but for now I'll put this on line likely. This could completely the casting thing could completely debunk that, but for now, just there. Freddy Fazbear's is Fredbear's. That's extremely unlikely because it is literally the FNAF 6 location. Another Afton family. Oh, this is the idea that like they're trying to put together another Afton family there. Yeah. So, uh, yeah, it's possible. I'm kind of neutral on the idea. It's like the only way Scooter Beats actually has like a cohesive story. I think that's what Matt Pat said in the Ultimate Timeline. Not that that makes it true, but yeah, another Murray family. Uh, Consistent with what Fiona's trying to do, but that's possible. I guess it's not. I feel like there's supposed to be something between here, like where it's. I guess this makes it cool, but I don't believe it. It's an interesting idea, but I don't think it's cool though. It's like between these two, honestly. Uh, Mimic saw follow me. How does that even work? Unlikely. Like what? Mimic saw dead children incident. Unlikely. Mimic saw very unlikely actually. Mimic saw okay. This is where things get confusing because I think the missing children incident happened in 1985, but also the mimic needs a reason to put the bodies inside suits, which would make sense if the mimic saw the missing children incident. So I'm just gonna put it in like neutral. Actually, I guess this neutral. I really don't know how to feel about it. Origin Midnight Motorist, like it's like an origin story. Yeah, that's like very likely. I believe it. Uh, Glitch Trap Midnight Motorist. He didn't even exist at the time. Missing children incident, midnight motorist. I have no idea what most of these mean. Andrew, midnight motorist. What? How is who like? As in who's doing it? Oswald, midnight motorist. Like, as in who's driving? Or like, oh my god. I'm going over a bunch of how many more left? There's so many more left. There's like a ridiculous amount left. How long have I been recording? Oh my god, it's been 35 minutes. If you've made it this far, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button. Oh god. Don't say I've never done anything for you. Andrew Midnight knows no idea what these mean. I know I've said that about a lot of these series, but these ads are making my life so much harder. Die. Oh my god. I don't know what these mean. What do they mean? Where? Why is everything moving slower now? Who is Rory? Just is it who is Rory? What does Time Like Midnight Motors mean? Uh, oh my god. Shadow footprints isn't who they were called by. Yeah, I guess this is like I'm gonna put this in unlikely because I don't really think the shadow animatronic would make footprints though. Oh geez, what happened there? Golden footprints. Hmm. I mean, footprints. I think he was like talking to his dead brother or something. So yeah, I guess what's in going Freddy suit, which is Fredbear, but I'm gonna put this in likely then. Monster, Moto Missing Children. Well, it's like the remnant of like the other ones, so I don't think so. So I'm going to put this in unlikely. Okay, I haven't talked about it yet, but I'm so confused about the dead children incident. That's what DCI stands for, right? I don't think I've ever actually had that confirmed by anyone. Um, but because like it feels so weird for the dead children incident to just be irrelevant, but also I can't just like an easy way to make it fit into the story. Like this group of children arbitrarily matters less than the original group of children. So I'm just gonna put this in neutral because like it sure it make because it gives the DCI victims plot relevance, which is something I like because it just feels weird that some victims just randomly matter more than others. Um, but uh, no real proof behind it. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Lefty missing children incident. Oh, like it's a fusion? That's like debunked because puppets and Lefty. Unless I'm missing something. Lefty dead children incident. Unless I'm missing something or I don't understand what this means. Yeah, no. Molten Andrew, again, very unlikely because Molten Freddy's like Molten, a bunch of fused remnant. Molten missing children. Alters, no. What's it? Rockstar missing children incident, no. Afton missing children incident, okay. So I feel like I'm not understanding these. Renner pot, what the frick does that mean? Uh, Renner Eleanor, don't know. Renner Bully. Who is Renner? What is Renner? Why is Renner? I know that's not the order they say it in the movie, but like, what is going on? What is even going on anymore? Mary Miss Afton? Okay, does this mean the same thing where it's like Mary from freaking. Oh wait, Mary the doll. Um, I don't even know, man. Uh, non Miss Afton. Like she just doesn't matter. I don't even know what that means. Miss Afton C. Yeah, I'm gonna put this one in. It's yeah. Again, it goes in the area where it's like between likely and neutral, where it's like it could be true, but like not really, but like I don't, but not quite unlikely. I guess it Rockstar, like Rockstar Freddy. Unless I'm missing something. Sammy. Props if you got that reference. Um, uh, God. Seems very unlikely because I don't think Sammy even exists in the games. Wait, is this like CEO of like Freddy Fazbear's Place? In which case it's debunked because that's Henry. Mike CEO, very unlikely. It doesn't feel quite consistent with his character. Mixes Cassie Dad. Mixes is like Fiona though, right? So that's debunked though, right? Mixes Trap. No, Mixes after. I think these are all debunked. Mystic Vanessa, very unlikely because I think Vanessa's still alive. 90. These are all debunked because Nightmare on is non-canon. Because I mean, technically it showed up. He, they, whatever showed up in. She maybe showed up in Help Wanted, but Nightmare on in Help in not Help Wanted. The Halloween update is non-canon, so these are all debunked. Old Man Consequences, Andrew, very unlikely. Old Man Consequences, Edwin. That's a cool idea, but I don't believe it because I think Old Man Consequences is Henry. Uh, so yeah, believe it. Not confirmed though. Old Man Consequences, Mike. Again, another cool, but I don't believe it situation. Edwin, Edwin. I should mention now. Edwin's my favorite character. I should do a video on him. Old Man Consequences, Deity. I I just don't like it. I just don't like the idea there's just something God in here. Like not just okay, I'm not like the idea that God exists, but the idea that like there's a God who's just relevant to that FNAF. The FNAF just has like this God who's just involved in this plot for some reason. Uh, saved it. Old Man Consequences William. What the frick? No. It's not technically debunked, but debunked because I mean, come on, Charlie 46. Very unlikely. Gregory 46 basically confirmed, but not quite. I've taken confirmed and debunked you mostly literally because you are Jessica, like from the books. Yeah, no. Very unlikely. Vanessa 46 debunked because Vanessa's the other patient. Vanny Tape Girl, very unlikely. I think Tape Girl's just kind of some random person who we never saw again for some reason. Purple Phone, that's debunked because we know Phone Guy dies. Wait, the week before exists. Phone Bro, again, the week before exists now. Pigtail Cindy, don't know who Cindy is. Pigtail Beth, very unlikely. It's just weird that like the hair color is different, and hair color matters a lot in this. Hair color and eye color matter a lot in the series, I'd say. So yeah, puppet victim. Oh, the victim is in the puppet. Very unlikely. Puppet duo. That's actually a cool idea I've never thought of before. Cool, but I don't believe it. I should. Someone should draw. Someone should draw that or something. Not in like a weird way. You know what I mean. Will stuffed. The movie basically confirmed this. This is technically confirmed because it happened in the movie, which technically makes puppet stuff debunked. Who the hell is Rory? And why are they? Who are you? Who are you? You are the one who haunts my dreams. You are the one I see when I close my eyes. Who are you? Yeah, I'm just neutral because again, it's where all the ones I don't understand go. Uh, Rory victim. Don't know. Who is Rory? Uh, I'll do you one better. Where is Rory? I'll do you one better. Why is Rory? Seriously though, why is Rory? No one likes you, Rory. Um, SB 2020s, I think it's later than that. SB 2035 plus likely. Uh, S special delivery is Edwin. Very unlikely because he'd be like really old by then. Special delivery Mike. Very unlikely because he's dead. Uh, SBB random protagonists likely. SD Vanessa. Very unlikely because like I think he's like Vanny Vanessa. You know that whole thing. She's the one sending these after you. Shadow Bonnie Andrew. That's a cool idea, actually. No, it's not. It's Andrew. Who am I kidding? But yeah, I guess cool, but I don't believe it. Shadow Bunny Agony. I still think he's Springlock victim, but also cool, but I don't believe it. Shadow Bunny Semi. Uh, very unlikely. I'm I My throat is so dry from talking for so long. How many more do we have left? Oh God, please have mercy. Shadow equals Eleanor, very unlikely. Shadow Nightmare, unlikely. Robert, you can get through this. How long have I been recording? It has been almost 50 minutes. By the end of this, it's going to be an hour. Oh my, an hour of footage. If you've made it this far by some miracle of this horribly boring video, then go, good on you because you made it farther than I would have. Shadow equals Nightmare on debunked because non-canon. Shadow equals Andrew, basically the same. I'm the only one who actually likes Shadow Freddy more than Shadow Bonnie. Someone, there's probably a hit on my head now that I've said that. Shadow equals Victim. All of these are like cool, but I don't believe it except Sammy because I just we know nothing about Sammy. We know nothing about Sammy. Uh, yeah. Shadow Golden. It's cool that like they have like two. I like the Shadow animatronics. What can I say? Where did it go? Did it just disappear? Well, it's not my problem. Well, it is my problem, but it's also not my problem. Uh, cool, but I don't believe it. Shadow Agony. Cool, but I don't believe it. I said cool, but I don't believe it. God. This tier list is being so finicky. Uh, moving around from the microphone, so I'm sorry if the audio is like fade in, fade out. I'm sorry if that was loud then. Andrew Corpse, that one story, I actually know a bit about this one. You can put Cassidy Corpse as likely and Andrew Corpse is also likely because they're both basically equally likely. Kenny Cassidy, unlikely, just doesn't feel fitting. I mean, kind of feels fitting, but Cassidy like directs their anger at like the so yeah. Cassidy directs their anger at people who deserve it, so it doesn't make sense that it's like do it for two random children. Uh, SF Bite of 83, Shadow Freddy Bite of 83. As in Shadow Freddy was the victim or Shadow Freddy caused it? But this is very unlikely because either way, it's very unlikely. Shadow Freddy. Okay, hold on. I have the power to zoom. It says something there. Shadow Freddy was born from. Okay. Take cake the children. Um, that's what that stands for. Uh, hmm. This is tricky. I would say very unlikely because Paparotti came from there. Shadow Freddy born from the experiments. That's actually likely because the experiments would produce agony, which connects to the possibility. I think the shadows being agony is actually likely. Where's the other shadow? Yeah, I'm moving these both to agony because I think that feels fitting. Shadow Freddy was born from the missing children incident. It's cool because the Shadow Freddy later went on to help the missing children's incident victims, but don't believe it. This is the location post Fnaf 1. Uh, Unfortunately, that's going to be unlikely, even though I think that's like maybe better story wise. It's just location pre Fnaf 1. Believe it, because yeah, I think. Well, it's hard to say really. It's just location post Fnaf 3. I really don't know. Wait, no, very unlike. It's technically debunked because of like Michael's monologues. Location before FNAF 2. I am look. Me and you need to talk. I am extremely tired right now. It's late. I still need to shower. I've been recording for 49 minutes, almost 50 minutes, so almost an hour. I'm extremely tired, sweaty. My throat's dry, so I'm just phoning it in at this point. Okay, we got that good. Nightmare is both. Yeah. Sure, why not? It's confirmed. No, 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 no. All right, come on, Banana, you got this. Um, FNAF floor it's just such a weird. It's so weird gameplay wise. So, uh, yeah, it's a cool idea. Neutral. Is the location pre Fnaf 2? Yeah, I actually don't think that's the case. Um, Mike Trap. You. See, all of these theories, some of them are incredibly stupid. Like, if this is what I think it means, it's also incredibly stupid. If this is incredibly stupid, but you. There is a special place in the darkest depths of wherever theories go when they die for you. You are the worst theory. The FNAF has been going on for 10 years. Hold on, let me put up. Hold on. Okay. Let me do some quick math here. Just to highlight just how bad this theory is. FNAF has been going on for over 11. Oh, I forgot how bad the phone calculators are. FNAF has been going on for over 11 years. That makes it 365.25, 4017.75 days times 7 for weeks, 28,124.25. Let's see, and so that's days times 24 for hours times 60 for a minute. Actually, I put 61. Hold on. I'd had to divide real quick. Times, wait, 60? We were at 41,173. I think that's the amount of seconds. Hold on, it put 61 again for some reason. Times 60. 40,000. 40? Okay. FNAF has been going on for over 40,000. 40,498,920 seconds. Every that is an incredibly big number. Just to put into perspective how big a million is. No, wait, hold on. Let me think. I need to put in perspective how big that is. Let me think. Something I can use for reference. Oh, okay, I know. So that is 1,000 thousands. Your mind can literally not comprehend the idea of like your mind. The human brain falls apart at numbers like every 100. That is 1,000 thousands times 40. 40,000 thousands. In all those years, there have been so many theories. But you, Mike Trap, I killed my reviewer retention just so I could talk about how much I hate you. You. You specifically. I hate you so much. You are just so stupid. And how do people still believe you? Believing Mike Trap at this point is on par with being a flat earther. I am dead serious when I say that. Mike Trappers are the flat earthers of the FNAF community. They're just nothing at this point. They desperately hold on to something, even though it's not true. Susie Artist, yeah, let's just put it as, yeah, sure. Susie, the one who drew the art, the one that are on the wall. Neutral, I really don't know or care. Help wanted one pre-epilogue. Sorry, excuse me. Uh, oh, it's been so long. It's been so. Wait, no, I'm getting a copyright strike. Help wanted one pre-epilogues. I don't know. The epilogues are a thing. I hold on. Yeah. So Tales games. This was technically debunked with Secret of the Minute came out, right? Uh, this is so confusing. What is this? Like what? Sorry for the pause. Had to adjust some things. Mimic line games. As in, I have no idea what that means. I think I don't know. Neutral. Splitting games like a split timeline. That's a fun idea. After that, it's cool, but I don't believe it. This video is gonna be over an hour, isn't it? How much time? Oh my god. There's still so many. Excuse me for one moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That is 104, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 6, 147, 147. That is how many I have left. 147 theories. This is such an exhaustive list. Whoever made this, they did not know the torture that they would put me through. At least I hope they didn't. I'm just gonna. Can you just excuse me for a moment? Okay, so now that that's done, um, I hope that microphone picked that up. But yeah, I just need to just need to. I'm just gonna go through these at rapid pace. Stitchline games, very unlikely. Novel frights, very unlikely. Parallels, seems pretty likely, because they probably mean something. Frights fiction, uh, unlikely because I assume they mean something. Fright games, very unlikely. Actually that's pretty much debunked at this point, but I can't technically prove that. It's just Stitchline, Stitch Right, Spree SB, very unlikely because I don't think they're connected. Stitchline Post SB, again, don't think they're connected. Post SB, didn't I just put that one? Agony plushies, that technically makes sense. That technically makes sense, so I'm going to put in likely. Eleanor plushies. Eleanor, don't think she can into the games, but so I'm just putting in unlikely. Afton, they're like VR things. Hold on, Afton plushies. They're like VR things, so these actually all go. So these actually all go in very unlikely because they're like in VR. Blonde Andrew, like the blonde in the freaking intro. Very unlikely. Very unlikely. It's pretty much confirmed that they're Cassidy. Not technically confirmed. Believe it. Uh, Bullies missing children incident, very unlikely. Uh, Eleanor nightmare, don't know what that means. Needs, I think, to escape some random story. Don't know, don't care. Mimic nightmare, again, don't know, don't care. Mimic branches, as in like branch timeline, or there's like multiple mimics. If it means there's multiple mimics, or like I actually don't know what that means, so neutral. Afton family story, as in that story connects to the Afton family. It's connected to. Well, this is about like the mimic, so I guess let's see. So okay, the can't gets us a story about child that's about ruin. So all of these are very unlikely. It's like literally talking about ruin technically. Glam Burrows, don't know what that means. Neutral. Uh, Missing children incident extraction, uh, unlikely. Dead children incident extraction, unlikely. F extraction, don't know what that means because makes no sense to me. Neutral. Funtime Aftons, unlikely. I mean, one of them is, but it seems good. But this is very unlikely actually. Princess Equestria and canon. This is confirmed. Uh, like literally like confirmed. We're going to have ending canon de- debunked. Princess Quest ending foreign canon likely. I assume both are canon. So, uh, Princess is mediocre. But this is I'm not entirely sure what this means. But like they're possessed. Seems unlikely. Again, think they're both canon. So likely. Okay. Uh, both endings canon. Believe it. Believe it. Yeah, sure. Uh, Copycat mediocres. What does that even mean? Neutral. Let's see. Okay. Brazil ending canon. Very unlikely. It'd be extremely weird to do that. Scooper ending canon. Uh, the elevator ending is the one that leaves the most room for the group, so I'm good with this. This one is likely, and the other one's is less likely. Mimic elevator, believe it because of the noise, and it's just super consistent. Um, it makes a lot of sense. And it's also just really cool that we have this debate in the first place because it highlights the coolest factor about the mimic. Gregory elevator, unlikely. Vanny sticky notes, I don't know about the sticky notes, but I'm putting this one as unlikely. Uh, Glamrock souls, very unlikely. I don't think the Glamrocks are possessed. Oh, I guess this is regular likely because it's technically possible. Regular unlikely because it's technically possible. Well, this isn't necessarily impossible, but like, yeah. Uh, let's see. Street kids missing children incident, like random kids on the street. That seems weird to me. Unlikely. Edwin mediocres, as in he. Oh, who built them? I assume that's what this means. Unlikely. I think Henry built mediocres. Well, no, neither of these built the mediocres because they were built by Stan's budget tech, who we hear about like their founding. So I'm gonna put both of these very unlikely. Where did I put Edwin mediocres? I lost it. Oh wait, no, there it is. Very unlikely. Mimic sticky notes. Mimic does need to learn, so this is likely. Well, no, it's been back down, trapped down there for a very long time. So, uh, technically, so I'd say this is technically debunked. Anticipate time travel? Yeah, no, it's confirmed to be time travel. What are you even talking about? At least in the game, which I assume is basically the book, because it's like a whole return to the bit thing. So this is debunked. Henry dreams. Who's having these dreams? I think it's Michael. So I'm putting this as unlikely. Uh, Jeremy dreams. Uh, it's kind of neutral. I guess it would technically make sense since he's the guard. Mike dreams. I think he's the one probably having the dreams, so I'm gonna put this as likely. William dreams. Also likely, actually. Oh god, it's doing the thing where it like decides to stop working briefly. Also likely, actually. Uh, okay. Freddy, Fnaf World and Fredbear and Freddy Bear's Family Diner and Freddy Fazbear's Pizza coexisted. Um, well, I think this is technically makes sense. It's possible. It's not like that uncommon for business owners to do that, and it's called Fazbear Entertainment. So yeah, Scrap Baby Missing Children Incident. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Dual Princess. I'm gonna say this is unlikely. I don't know much. I just assume what that means. Princess Victim. Again, unlikely. Uh, Princess Avatar. The princess was, I think Princess Cassie because that was like the name. Makes sense. Cassie, well, Cassie moved on, but he's back. It's like Princess Avatar, like just an avatar of the person there. Uh, Unlikely. Princess Cassie, unlikely. Princess Vanessa, unlikely. Princess Susie, unlikely. Princess Mimic, very unlikely. Glam Prototype, like as in this one, other prototype, well, it's in the exact same position, so believe it. Very unlikely. It'd have to be in like the exact same position and also have a severed head, so very unlikely. Shadows, the shadows were spring lock failures. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is like I believe this actually. This is my main. This personally, I think that just makes the most sense because it would cause enough acne. Freddy was saying so pre 70s. It's uh really old, so yeah, I think it's likely. You 70s. Post Freddy was saying so pro 70s unlikely. Cassie room, that's very unlikely. Elizabeth room, believe it. Basically confirmed at this point. Um, Spring lock. Hold on, what's that say? Springlock banning 83. I I don't. I think I think they're banned after probably sometime between the two actually. So I'm gonna put both of these in unlikely. I had no idea how long this would be. I think we're almost done. Staff times. Oh, this is that thing there. I, I mean, but this is unlikely. I mean, this is unlikely because they parallel the actions so much. Like, yeah, likely. So it's a strong parallel. Dream theory. This has basically been debunked at this point. Dad monster story. Oh, hold on. So I've been leaning to the right so much, so I really hope the audio has been picked up. Um, Dad monster story. Help monster story. Ruin monster story is. This is basically confirmed. The rest of these I'm gonna put as uh unlikely. It could be a misdirect. This is the same series that has three characters named Jeremy. Um, But yeah, this microphone's pretty good at picking stuff up, I think, so I don't think I have to worry too much about it not having picked up any of this. If I have to scrap this video, I hope wanted reboot. Not entirely sure what that means, so neutral. I might be stupid for not knowing exactly what that means. Might invis therapist, don't know what that means. Neutral. Uh, you and wither unwithered. Unlikely retro theory. Yeah, yeah, no, that's just kind of what I believe. Makes sense. Even they look slightly different, but yeah. Andrew, the one you should not have killed, unlikely. Cassidy, the one you should not have killed, believe it, like along with pretty much everyone else. Uh, Brooklyn, the one you should not have killed, very unlikely, because William didn't really kill the crying child. Papa, the one you should not have killed, it just doesn't fit Charlie's character, so, but it's unlikely. Uh, Rory, who is Rory, and where, Rory, freaking hate Rory. Susie, the one you shouldn't have killed, unlikely. Sammy, unlikely. Uh, Cassidy, Cassie, which story? I assume that means like who it applies to. Uh, Wait, which story? Oh, there's. I don't know what that means. I know the monster story. Don't know who. Don't know what the witch story is though. Gonna have to use CapCut's normalized audio feature because I have like so because I keep moving away and closer to and away from the mic, and that's gonna take an eternity for it to do that because this video is. I'm scared to check the runtime. Over an hour long. Oh my god, this is literally that meme. Like in and out 20-minute adventure. 2 hours later, you know that one. That's literally what happened here. Um, Yellow thing, Eleanor. I'm gonna put this one as unlikely. I know she took end up taking the form of like a bunch of things, so technically possible. But yeah, the Immortal and the Restless. It just doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. I know people talk about this so much. It just doesn't make sense for this random TV show to somehow be the most important, so incredibly important. Toy's Agony seems unlikely to me. Toys possessed. I'm gonna say likely because they behave sort of erratically. That wouldn't make sense if they weren't in some way possessed or altered by either Remnant or Agony. Vanessa's Cassidy's sister. Very unlikely. What? There's like a massive base difference there. Vanessa Afton. I hate to admit it, but it's kind of likely, especially with the FNAF movie. Shared past. Okay, they do have like a lot in common. So I don't know exactly what this means, but it's likely. Uh, Two Vans. This has been pretty much debunked at this point, right? Because like I think we can safely say that it's one person, because the rooftop ending, which was the main evidence, is no longer canon. Um, the mask thing was always a stupid reason because like this game came out incredibly bugged. You really think that Seal thought of that? And also, we know the mask comes up separate from the rest of the suit, so it is technically possible to put on the mask at the right amount of time. I'm ranting so much. Toward Bonnie by the V7. Again, I think Mango by the V7. None of the other toys literally have the. Very technically could have done it, but wouldn't have been roaming around during the day. Should have been roaming around during the day because you know withers or yeah, Mango by the V7. I'm sorry, Mango. I like you so much, but sorry. Um, After divorce, pretty much confirmed at this point. Believe it because of the whole Vanessa connection. Um, to Mrs. Oof, oof. Never heard of that. That's it's fitting, honestly, and it may kind of help actually explain Kicks, which is rather cool, but I don't believe it because it's fitting. Will care. No, no, no. Uh, will despise. Likely. This is literally this image is literally basically proof of that. And if you've seen the movie, very similar. So yeah, will grief. Well, sorry. Hmm. Will grief. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to will despise because like I don't think he necessarily hated them. I think William Ash is a psychopath who just straight up didn't care. So neutral. Will Grief, yes, I explained this earlier. I think William wanted to have this perfect family so he could like be equal Henry. And then when that got ruined, when the grandchild got bit, he wanted revenge, and then he also wanted to put his own family back together. So, I guess this kind of goes. So it's kind of his own category where like yes, but for different reasons. So I'm gonna put in likely. Yes, but for different reasons. Um, there's three set of victims. I have no idea. Is that a clip? Is that an image from Day Shift of Freddy's? I don't know. Uh, Yendo's like non-canon though. He's like a thing. Yeah, no. Debunked. Another David. Very unlikely because he has such strong parallels to the crying child. Unless it doesn't mean what I think it means. Another crying child. Unfortunately, it's likely. Um, de- dead god. The blob is a dead god. Jesus, you people are unhinged. Who comes up with this stuff? Can you? There we go. Little Jeremy missing children incident. Like the little Jeremy was part of the missing children incident. Yeah, confirmed. Like basically confirmed. If that's what it means, what I think it means. Andrew saw a missing children incident. I'm gonna put this one as unlikely because I'm not entirely convinced Andrew came to the games because we have seen no mention of him in the games. Charlie post missing children incident. D- 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 okay, I know Chica said she was the first and all, but like the first of the missing children incident is what I think they meant. Like unlikely. Charlie pre missing children incident. Believe it. Oh my god, that is it's so annoying the way it like lags. Shatter Beth, like she's in all of them. I'm gonna put that as very unlikely. Auction theory. Don't know what that means. Don't think Michael was like auctioned off. If that's what it means, but I don't really know. Nightmare victim seems unlikely to me. I'm sorry because there's been so much going on, so much lag going on. Twisted Mound. Okay, let me think about this one. I'm not really sure what to think. I'm sorry. I just sent the audio there. Sorry, that goes weird. Twisted Mound. Unlikely, even though it technically fits. Well, this is like before. This is Midnight Motorist, so actually very unlikely. This is okay in Bunker Mound. Very unlikely because Midnight Motorist was way too round. Mound Grave. Believe it. All right. What Bob as in the Bobby dots are Bobby glitz as in the Bobby dots are the glitch trap again very unlikely. Why does the site lag so much? Because this is unlikely. I don't really know much about the Bobby dots because I have read Tales from the Pizza Plex, but there. Hello, Greg. Like this was a hallucination that Gregory saw. Neutral. Unlikely. Doesn't make too much sense to me. That's very unlikely since he has like no concept of. He asked what that thing is, and Grandma Freddy seems to be able to see it too. Mimic is the mimic wraith, like the mimic is the Stitch wraith. Um, seems seems unlikely to very unlikely to me actually. Mimic Ennard, very unlikely because Ennard burned in that fire and also wasn't around in that. Wait, Ennard wasn't around in 1979. Mimic Baby, again, no. Grim Mimic, very unlikely. What? Um, that's what it is. What I think it is. Just there's no Grim Proxy. Is just like a random cool character. Is that for that one DLC like Dreadbear? Oswald Foxy, very unlikely. Like if I remember correctly, Fritz is Foxy, so pretty much the I'm gonna put this. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put this one in debunked because Fritz pretty much confirmed to be Foxy. Oswald Father was Bully, believe it because that mask and like still waiting for the Chica Bully to be confirmed though. Um, in novels, I think. Oh yeah. The adventure, the essentially choose your own adventure novels game line. This is confirmed though, right? That's basically confirmed. correct me if I'm wrong. Who am I kidding? No one's made it this far. Like, I know my parents watch these. There is no wait. Hold on. Does this loop infinitely? Oh, it does. That's cool. Parents watch these. Mom and Dad, let me know if you make it this far, because this is an hour and 15 minutes long so far. I don't blame you if you don't, because I would have made this. Because I wouldn't have made it this far. Anyone who's made it this far, you are incredible. You're amazing. You what? Cause I would have made it like and nearly as far as you. Afton magician. But this is the likeliest thing that the magician represents Afton. Uh, golden voicemail. Don't know what that means. Neutral. Golden. Uh, br- br- Browen. What? No. Browen. Uh, bro, bro, Brower pigtail. Is that what that says? I can't. I genuinely cannot tell what that says. Neutral. I probably put a lot of neutral things in unlikely by accident. Okay, I'm gonna save these for. I'm gonna save these for the end because I want to. Because I think they're cooler. Because I want to finish off with something cool. Garrett puppet. Extremely likely. Believe it. Uh, Garrett. Cute. That's a cool idea, but I don't believe it. Cool idea though. Cool idea. Did it not drag? Okay, so it did the thing where it just kind of vanishes somewhere. I have no idea where that went. It's not it's not here. It's somewhere, I imagine, but no one knows where, and I can't be bothered to find it in all of this. Vanessa, Beth, they're like parallels. Okay, if it's their parallels, then it's like believe it, pretty much like likely believe it. If like she literally is Elizabeth, very unlikely. That's just straight up. Uh, I think it means parallels though. I'm just gonna put a neutral because I'm actually not sure what it means. Like parallels are actually just likely, not maybe as likely as they just made out to be. Vanessa bot, no. I don't think the movies are gonna go in that direction, like the more sci-fi direction. They're definitely sticking to the supernatural stuff. Shadow Max, like, what? Like, she was stuffed in a shadow animatronic. I don't even know what this is. I don't think she like is the shadow animatronic. It's just like a niche reference. Abby Beth, very unlikely. You'd have to have blonde hair and green eyes. That's just the way the series works. Don't at me. Blonde Afton. Oh, the blonde kid here is an Afton. Very unlikely. I say very unlikely. Garrett Afton, very unlikely. Like William hated his kids, but he wouldn't straight up kill one of them unless he really pissed them off because he could use them. Mike Afton, very unlikely. Yeah, no. If you have made it this far, again, you are amazing. It has been an hour and 18 minutes of recording here. This has been the worst hour and 18 minutes. Okay, not necessarily the worst hour of 18 minutes. It's been the worst hour and 18 minutes in a while that I can remember. I I'm sweating. I still need to shower. My throat is incredibly dry from talking so much. I I've pulled up OBS multiple times just to check the timer. Yeah, it's been a while. You are amazing if you made it this far. Can't say I blame you if you didn't. But if you did, I mean, I don't know. I said that no one who did make it this far is going to be hearing this. But if you did, by some miracle, make it this far in this video that I don't think was that good, um, you're amazing. And hey, it's probably a sign that you apparently like me. You either have incredible and you either did this as an endurance test, or you like me enough that you should subscribe. Oh God, that was bad. That was really bad. Anyways, that's a bit more than I wanted to say. See you later.